Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the Scorpion EXO-R420. If you've been riding for a minute, I'm sure you've heard of Scorpion gear. They make everything from helmets all the way down to boots and everything in between there. They are known for high quality gear at a great value. They make all sorts of different helmets. This is a full face configuration without a drop down. It's just a standard full face. The 420 comes in. It's their second tier helmet above the 320. So the 420 is SNELL approved. It is a polycarbonate shell coming in at around $150 to $160 depending on what flavor you get. Keep in mind this is spring of 2022 and prices are creeping up, so I always give that disclaimer when I'm talking about pricing. This helmet comes in 3 shell sizes, so it goes all the way from size extra small all the way up to 4XL. So if you got a big head, this is a great option, a reasonable price point. Remember, the SNELL rating is only from sizes extra small through 2XL. The 3 and 4X are not technically SNELL approved. They just don't put it through that same sort of testing for that third and larger shell size. Just wanted to call that out. Intermediate oval fit runs true to size. Intermediate oval means it fits most heads in the American market. And true to size means if you normally wear a large in other helmets, a large in the Scorpion will usually work. Make sure to measure, go by that Scorpion sizing chart at speedaddicts.com. And remember, when you shop with Speed Addicts, risk-free shopping, we'll pay the shipping to get the helmet to you. But if the helmet doesn't fit, you just decide you want something new, we actually cover the shipping to get it back to us. So we will take care of you. Remember, when you shop at Speed Addicts, you will actually ride faster and look more attractive. Let's jump in and go over the details of this guy. We've got ventilation, okay? So standard ventilation up here in the forehead area, ram air vent, and a chin bar vent. The ram air vent is a slidey. It doesn't have notches, right? So it is a gradual on and off, so you can kind of put it in between those settings. Down on the bottom, it is 2-stage, so it's all the way off, halfway on. That's just kicking air onto your face shield. And then all the way open, that's also putting air onto your mouth. Around the back, you are gonna see this, this aero fin, and also is covering up the exhaust. And that's meant to pull the hot air out of the helmet and pull that cool air in. That Venturi exhaust is what keeps you cool in motorcycle helmets. Inside, Scorpion makes it even better by porting and channeling that foam EPS that is absorbing energy in case of an impact, making sure the cool air that's rushing through this helmet actually gets onto your head. So you'll notice this design, this long modern design, lots of swooping lines. It is a cool looking helmet compared to the R320, which is a little bit more dated, just a spherical straight round helmet. It's a little bit less money. It's about $50 less. So if budget is really the key driver of your helmet buying decision, 320 is a nice helmet. But if you have the extra budget, you're gonna get SNELL out of this 420, and you're also gonna get a much more modern design, a different visor mechanism that's a little smoother, and some other bells and whistles that we're gonna jump into right now. The face shield. Out of the box, you're gonna get the standard clear face shield. It's called their EverClear. It is fog treated, so most fog situations, it's ready to handle just the way it is. If fog is really a problem, you're in the Pacific Northwest, you should upgrade to the Pinlock ready visor with those Pinlock tabs, and then you can buy a Pinlock insert to mitigate your fog situation. But out of the box, the fog mitigation is pretty good. So we have a locking tab right here in the middle. You have to pinch to open. If you're used to just a normal push tab on the side, this takes some getting used to, reaching around to the front, but it works great and is more secure than one of those just little side thumb tabs. Okay, so this does have detents, so if you're the type of guy that likes to ride it with just a little crack, get some extra airflow out on the road, you can do that, and then it has a number of detents or ratchets as you move up. The shield mechanism from Scorpion is really easy to use. They use the same Ellip-Tec ratchet system on a bunch of their helmets, and so it's really straightforward. There's just a little trigger here you're gonna pull up, and then you pop this guy out. Oops. There it is. Okay, so now you have it out. You do the same thing on the other side, and then when it's time to plug it back in, you just go and push. Whoops. It's always easier on TV, folks. Okay, there we go. It's easier with 2 thumbs in the way. So you press that in and you're good to go. So shield changes are relatively easy, and Scorpion knows people want to customize and put different face shields on their helmets. So they have a variety of smoke options. They also have iridium in different colors, so you can really trick this thing out. And unlike the 520, which is kind of the next step up, it does not have that deployable sun shield. That option is really subjective. Some guys live by that and love having that drop-down sun shield so they don't have to carry an extra visor. It's more versatile. Some guys don't want that thing in there. It's an extra part. It's heavy. You know, it's moving around. So it depends what is important to you. The 420 does not have the sun shield. Let's flip this over and look at what else you're getting for your $165-ish. One thing I'll mention now and at the end of the video is the warranty. Full 5 years from Scorpion, which is about 3 years above the industry standard. One of their warranty is really an awesome differentiator for Scorpion. And unlike some other brands, they actually have their own warranty house in the United States, not far from us here in California. Should you have any issues, questions about your new Scorpion helmet, they are ready to help you for a full 5 years from the purchase date. Okay, let's jump in and look at this beautiful interior. First off, we have a chin curtain. It's not always something you see on helmets on this price range. It is mesh, so you know you're still going to get some elements coming up in there, but it will reduce the wind, the buffeting, that sort of thing. Also on the bottom edge, you're going to notice these emergency release poles. So what is that about? Once you get into a helmet, kind of north of $150 to $200, you are going to start seeing these emergency releases a lot of times. And what that is, in case you get an impact, EMS wants to get the helmet off you gently without disturbing your neck. They're going to remove these cheek pads with the helmet still on your head, and then they're more easily able to remove that helmet from you. So those are what we're talking about there. D-ring closure, okay, standard D-ring. We're going to pop this off, show you what we're working with inside. This is their KwikWick 2 washable comfort liner. It's antimicrobial wicking. It is meant to keep you cool when it's hot, keep you warm when it's cool. So it is kind of dual function that way. And you can close all the ventilation on this helmet, so it's a decent cool weather option if you're commuting or doing something other than just pleasure riding. Here's your cheek pad. They do make different sets. If you have to adjust, we can help you out with that. It is part of the neck roll too, so if you ever swap these out, you're basically reconditioning the bottom of your helmet for not too much money down the road if you need to do that. And get these out of the way. These cheek pads are also meant to work with eyeglasses, so if you're eyeglasses wearer, Scorpion helmets in general work pretty well with glasses. My disclaimer is that it depends on the glasses, it depends on the head. People ask us a lot about glasses fitting in helmets, and at the end of the day, you're just going to have to give it a shot to know for sure, because every head is different and every set of glasses is a little bit different, but this will fit most of them. Okay, now that we got the cheek pads out of the way, you're going to see another cool feature of the R420, which is that speaker pocket. It's going to allow you to run the comm system of your choosing. You have a nice spot to apply that, either as a shell clamp or as an adhesive pad, and you can run whatever comm system you want in the Scorpion R420. We're going to pull this out of the way and show you what's underneath the comfort liner. So this is a dual density EPS crash liner in this, and that's EPS stands for expanded polystyrene. So that is the foam that absorbs energy in an impact. Here's your comfort liner. Okay, pretty standard comfort liner, removable, washable. Throw that in the sink every once in a while and defunk your helmet. Okay, so inside of here, you're gonna see a SNELL sticker, right? So this is SNELL 2020D, okay? You're also gonna see that EPS liner I was telling you about. So dual density, what that means is they're not using one density of foam in the impact liner. They're actually using multiple densities to help protect you in a variety of impact scenarios, either a high velocity or a low velocity. You wanna use different densities of foam to, you don't want something that's just hard and built only for high velocity impacts. You do want some lower density foam in there in case you're in a lower energy impact. So they've done that here in the R420. Again, Inside, you're gonna see those channels also. So those channels are for airflow. That's part of the ventilation system inside of this guy. So this is a great option. I mean, if you want to, I hate getting into a new sport and buying just the budget gear because I'm not sure if I'm gonna really like it. If you're new to the sport and you want a solid offering that you're not gonna have to repurchase, right? You're gonna decide, oh, I like riding now, and then darn it, I bought like the cheapest helmet on the rack and I'm gonna have to buy a new one in 6 months. Do yourself a favor, spend the extra 50 bucks and pick up an R420 because you won't have to upgrade right away. It's SNELL, it has a huge range of sizes all the way from extra small up to 4X. It's comm system ready, it's glasses ready, anti-fog shield. It is relatively quiet. This thing is a great helmet for virtually anyone who wants to get into riding. Head over to speedaddicts.com to pick up your next Scorpion helmet. Remember to subscribe, stay up to date on all the latest gear coming your way from speedaddicts.com. We appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.